All right. Hello and welcome to this Xbox Life episode 461, Backwards Compatible. I am one of your hosts, Brun BJ Swick 33, and with me I have Mark Wingman 709
Hey everybody, how you doing?
and Rob, also known as Presar.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello.
So, Rob, earn your paycheck.
All right. If you're an iTunes user, please make sure to find the podcast on the iTunes store and give us a 5-star review. The more 5-star reviews that we get, the higher we get ranked in there. More people can find out about the show. That's an easy way to support the show. And also, if you are an Amazon shopper, I have resurrected, I almost said resurrected. I've resurrected the link to the this Xbox Life Amazon affiliate linked page, etc. So you can actually do thisxboxlife.com/Amazon. It'll take you to a landing page on our site, and then you can make a decision. Do you take the red pill or the blue pill? Is that how? No, that's the Matrix. So you can click on the US store or the UK store. So please please use that each and every time that you do your shopping on Amazon. It does not cost you anything extra, but it's a great way to support the show. We get a teeny tiny little finder's fee for sending you their way, and it's holiday season, right?
Correct?
Lots of stuff to get for yourself, of course. And Games with Gold? Is that what's up next?
Yep.
All right. Games with Gold. Let's see. What is the date today? I mean, it just switched into December the other day, right? So it's December 3rd as of this recording here. For Xbox One, we have continuing Tales of the Borderlands. So this is the complete season of Tales of the Borderlands Telltale series. This is going to be good for about another 2 weeks or so through the middle of December. And brand new on the scene, Warhammer End Times Vermintide. Warhammer is a very popular franchise. A lot of people like to spend a lot of time painting things. And this is the console version of a pretty cool game. And on Xbox 360 and also backwards compatibility, brand new is Child of Eden. Make sure to grab that because it's backwards compatible. You can play it on both systems. And even if you're not on your Xbox, you can grab it through a whole slew of places. You can do your Xbox app on your phone, on Windows 10. You can go to xbox.com, do it through there. Don't forget, you can grab these many different ways. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean you shouldn't get it because it's free. Who passes up something that's free? I don't know. Do you guys pass up free stuff?
Not really.
No? Yeah, me neither. The retail releases for this coming week from December 4th through the 10th. There's a couple, 2 treatings. There we go with that again. Steep Road to the Olympics releases on December 5th. Also on the 5th, we have The Surge, A Walk in the Park. Oh My Goddess, or Godheads, not Goddess. Oh My Godheads. Then Boiling Bolt. On the 6th, we have Chaos on Deponia, A Hat in Time, Rememoried. That's kind of a weird looking one. Rememoried. Demon's Age. On the 8th, we have Hello Neighbor. Battlestar.
Console launch exclusive.
What, Hello Neighbor? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. It's kind of interesting looking. And then Paladin on December 8th also. So it's a fair amount of stuff, nothing real major. Actually, are there any major releases through the end of the year? I mean, we're pretty much done, aren't we?
Yeah, no. One big one left on the 12th. That will be PUBG.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Coming to Xbox in game preview.
So. Yeah, and I was saying that's not technically a release, but yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
You can play it.
Yep.
Yeah, they had
that's
some
true.
they had some pretty good deals on that. a while back.
Yep.
And do you guys think people are too tired of that stuff playing Fortnite Battle Royale?
No.
No,
No?
not yet.
You
Fortnite
think?
and PUBG are by far the two biggest games, like
Yeah.
probably of the year, as far as concurrent players, total of sales. If you think about it, PUBG has sparked Fortnite, which is so that type of game, which hasn't even been released yet, is already getting copied. It's crazy. But I'm gonna talk about that a little bit earlier in the show when we get to
Mhm.
it.
Mm.
Good one.
Yes, thank you. So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So you finished with the.
Yeah, that's all the releases.
All right. Taking a step back, if you go to facebook.com or thisxboxlife.com/Facebook, you'll get sent to our Facebook group. It is the group and the area where we chat the most, give out codes, meet friends, and have a good time. We have an excellent community out there. I can't speak highly enough of them. They are fantastic. Also, if you go to thisxboxlife.com/Twitter, you can get to our Twitter account. Our handle happens to be thisxboxlife. And if you'd like to send an email to our show, you can go send an email directly, contact@thisxboxlife.com. And also, if you send an attachment, like let's say an MP3 of your voice or recorded greeting, question, or comment, we will put that in the show. But if you go to our site, up in the top right-hand corner, there's a contact link. If you fill out that will also send us an email. But we also have a send voicemail tab off to the right-hand side. If you click and follow the prompts, you can send us one and send it directly to us. And we have one of those today by Mr. Drano85. So let's take a listen.
Good afternoon, this Xbox Live, or good evening, I should say. Drano85 here. Quick question for you guys, and thought it would be interesting to know what your favorite video game characters of all time were. Doesn't necessarily have to be an Xbox only character, but thought it would be fun to know what it is that made you fall in love with that character. Was it the narrative surrounding them, or was it the personality given, or was it simply just playing a series of games with that character? Eventually you developed a liking for them. For me, it would be Zachary Comstock of Bioshock Infinite, and spoiler alert here, finding out that he was an alternate version of Booker DeWitt was pretty mind-blowing. I think what made me fall in love with that character so much is the fact that I didn't see the ending coming, and they also do a great job developing character stories and backstories. So anyways, interested to hear your all's take on that, and great show as always. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, Drano, for the message.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. So, if you're curious about the soothing person, that's Dan the man in our chat. He's saying one of us sounds so soothing. I used to work with Dan. He's a really good guy. He's a programmer just like I am. He moved on to better things, and unfortunately, I still have to write half his code and do his homework and stuff for him. He'll get it one of these days, though. So, welcome to the show, Dan. Just kidding. By the way, I don't do his homework or his job for him. But all right, Drano. So I looked up. I have two characters I would say that I really like. I would consider some of my favorites. I like Manny Calavera from Grim Fandango. That is one of my favorite games of all time. Just I just love the character because that game is so funny. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it's from Double Fine. They actually did a remastered version of it. I think you can get it on Steam and PlayStation. Really good game. I love it. It's one of those point and click adventures, I guess you would say. But just a good character all around. The other character I would say that I like a lot is Master Chief. It's because I like the Halo universe. Now I don't like Master Chief because he's like the main guy in all the Halo games. I like it because of mainly the books and stuff. That's why I'm a fan of Halo. So going to figure out how he was as a child, growing up, becoming, a Spartan and things like that. So those are my two. So what do you guys think?
I got a couple. And so one of them is John Marston from Red Dead Redemption. There was just something about that character that I just thought he was cool. I liked his story. I liked, the whole, protecting your family type of thing, and good guy or bad guy turn good or good turn bad, turn good or whatever. But I'm really bummed out that, that we're not playing as him again, in the Red Dead 2. And I know it's like earlier, so it's like maybe we'll see him somewhere, but um, it's just would be nice to play him. I really dug that character. Couple others I like enough that I've made some small purchases. So for those, I'm looking at the wrong screen here. Can't even see if it's in the camera because I'm got the delay. There we go. I got to look at that one. So this is Gold Train from Gears of War. Dude, this guy is so funny. He just cracks me up. I like to play as his character when I'm in multiplayer, which is never, because I'm no good at multiplayer and Gears. But Coltrane, Marcus Phoenix was a great character, but I just dug Coltrane in Gears 2 when he was introduced. I thought he was awesome. Another one you didn't play as him, but
Claptrap.
Claptrap from Borderlands. Yeah. He's like, oh my gosh, him and Tiny Tina have got to be the two funniest characters in video game history, in my opinion. I love Tiny Tina. Oh, she cracked me up, and Claptrap as well. And then last but definitely not least, BT7274 from Titanfall 2. I dug this robot so much. He was it just was awesome. I love that story. I actually need to go play it again, but BT was just such a cool character. So I those were some of my favorites that I've enjoyed.
Trying to learn humor. BT trying to learn humor is really funny during that game. That's a good character. I didn't even think about that. And I'm waiting to see what Rob's are because I have one more, but I'll wait to see if he says actually one of the same characters I have.
I'll bet you I know what one he's going to say, but we'll see.
Go ahead, Rob.
Okay.
What is it? What is it, Rob? Tell us.
No, I don't know if I want to say what mine are. Am I that predictable?
No.
We'll see. So, I mean, there's a couple.
I know two. I bet you I know two.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right. You know what I'll do? I'm going to write it on a piece of paper. So hold on. Just to see, so that way, and then I'll show the paper afterwards. So, all right. Okay. So I'm stalling here. I'm writing my first one. And then writing the second one.
Don't look at the bottom of the script. I'm typing mine in. Don't look at it, Rob.
Well, this way I can show it on screen.
Okay.
Okay. So I've written mine down. This way I can prove that I'm not just saying I know Rob. We'll see if I know him or not.
Okay.
Go, Rob.
All right. So there's a couple. All right. Number one, I'd probably say it would have to be the drum roll, please. From Clash Royale.
Oh, jeez.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, I mean, there's a couple. One of the ones that, I mean, it's a game that we all used to play, and I think pretty much everyone's tossed it by the wayside, at least now. One of the ones that I'd say is you cannot not become like, I don't say like emotionally involved, but you care for this person a lot, and that was Clementine from the Walking Dead movies. Because I mean, I remember we even talked about this, where it's just like you took her on, and you wanted to be her protector,
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a big one, and now the games are kind of sucky. Another one, of course, is Lara Croft. This is it's you're sort of distanced from this character. You don't, the games are awesome, and I find myself, I enjoy the gameplay. I think she's really cool, but you don't really develop that much of a bond with her. I think the game really kind of keeps that all separate, keeps it all isolated. But two other ones, and this is the ones where you guys are probably guessing them, is BJ Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein. This guy is awesome. He's funny. There you go. There you go.
No, I had a feeling, but I didn't
That was
remember
my
what.
first one.
Yeah,
I didn't remember
I
the
kn-
Wolfenstein guy, but I do
that
have.
was yeah, that was the easy one, I think. And then Corvo
Yes,
from
that was
yeah,
mine.
look at
Dishonored.
Corvo.
That was
I
mine.
had both.
I knew that you were gonna guess those. I
Yeah.
knew it.
If you go to the bottom of this thing, it says Corvo at the bottom.
Yeah.
So, which is actually what made me think, because I was like, oh, Rob's going to go. Who's he going to pick? I'm like, he's going to say Corvo, which is a character that I agree I would pick as well. Like, if I got to pick, if we
Yeah.
kept going, because I could pick characters and stuff all day. It's really hard just to
Sure.
pick a couple. But Corvo, just being that protector of,
Yeah.
going to find her and stuff like that, I was just like, it was like a dad being a dad
Absolutely.
finding his
Absolutely.
daughter. So, yeah. But continue. Corvo, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's good right there. Those four.
All right.
I'd like to give an honorable mention to the silver ball in Pinball FX series.
What?
The pinball in the Pinball FX series. He's there every game. You bang him around, you shoot him down there, you bounce him up, and he just keeps coming back from. He's always there for you, man. No matter what abuse you put him through, the pinball.
How about that unicorn from Peggle?
No,
May
the
as well
owl.
put that one in.
The owl is the best one from Peggle. That was my
Okay.
favorite character.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
That was a good. Yeah.
that
Good.
was
I
a
mean-
good question.
Yeah, that was a
Absolutely.
great question. So thank you for the question. So and that wraps up our community section. So yeah, let's continue to march backwards to roundtable. So you got some
All right.
topics here. So let's what you
Yeah,
got for
gotta-
recap?
Got a quick recap for this week. A couple things have happened in the past week or so. Number one, there's been a little going back and forth on what's going to happen with PUBG when it releases for the Xbox later on this month, or who am I kidding? What is that? 9 days, approximately.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 9 days or something like that. So, basically, what they're saying is that they're trying to clarify and confirm that, contrary to previous information that was floating around the internet, they will be at 30 frames per second on the Xbox One X and Xbox One. So I guess some rumors were going around that it would be a little quicker, but nope. But don't forget, it's in preview, which does not mean, it's essentially a paid beta, right? That's kind of what preview is. Instead of a free time-limited beta, it's an open-ended paid beta.
Yeah, I mean
So-
you're getting the game at the end, but
Yeah, the
it's
final game.
yeah. I saw a lot of people talking about that, and I'm just like, man, you guys, is as far as PUBG on the PC side, and like all the hiccups and stuff it had at the very beginning. I mean, they're just starting to refresh like some of the graphics stuff and things like that on the PC side. And yes, it may run at higher frames, but I think they've been trying to get this on Xbox One prior to the X coming out. So get it locked in at 30 frames per second, and then you can move up and go from there. But I'm pretty sure like by the time that thing releases, it'll be
It'll be enhanced for the X.
yeah, it'll be quicker. So I saw that and I kind of read that article. I'm just like, why people complaining already? And really, I think what sparked a lot of it is people that don't get it on their console are trying to find something to pick at on the Xbox side of it. So
Yes, I saw one of those clickbaity things on
Yeah.
Facebook. It was an ad for I guess you'd call it a video game journalist site, but it was like bad news for Xbox owners. And I
Mm.
was like, what? And that's all it was like, you can only play it. And I was thinking, wait a minute, I get to play a game on this
Yeah.
console that isn't it bad news for Nintendo and PlayStation? It's not bad news for me. I'm getting to play the game here in a week
Yeah.
and a half on the Xbox. And it's not this is not the first time a game's been locked at 30 frames. We have a lot of shooters that are at 30 frames a second right
Sure.
now.
Isn't
Right.
Call
Like,
of Duty?
so
Call
why
of
is
Duty's
this
30
news?
frames, right?
It's fake news.
Yeah.
Again, it's just that whole. It's like, oh, here's another Sony pony guy just trying to make the Xbox look bad when they don't even have the game. It's
Yeah.
just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's yeah. You can tell the news cycle's lacking because this is what's in the news.
Yeah. And I
Oh,
think PUBG is $30, $29.99 on
yeah.
PC. So somebody was saying, did they announce the price? I don't think it's going for any more or any higher than that.
Yeah, like Bumblewoot says, bad news for Xbox. You get an awesome exclusive.
Yeah. So I don't think they actually announced it, but I don't think they'll make it any higher than what it is on PC. Because essentially people just won't buy it on Xbox if it's going to be more than on.
No, I
on
think
PC.
you can. I thought it was $30.
I think
you
so.
can pre-order it. I think if you're buying the physical copy, but it's not available digitally yet for some stupid reason.
Right.
And I think when they announced it, they said digital would be day of. So everybody's gonna have to fight on Tuesday to start downloading it.
Right.
Or on the 9th of whenever. Yeah, I think that would be a Tuesday. Maybe
Yeah.
it's later.
Yeah.
Maybe a Friday or a Thursday or the 9th. It's a Saturday. Oh, 12th. Sorry. Why am I saying 9th? Yeah, the 12th would be next Tuesday.
So before you
from
go to
Tuesday.
your next story, Rob, we
Yeah.
had a anonymous tip of $5. So thank you, anonymous. But anonymous happens to be Dan the Man 1547 from our chat. So it didn't. His
Dude, he
name
wanted
did.
to be anonymous.
Well, sorry, that's who it was. So, but all right, go ahead.
Okay, moving on.
Mhm.
Destiny 2. I think we might have heard about this game a few times over the past couple months. Destiny 2 has a free trial. It started days ago here. You get a couple things, including you can carry on progress to the full game should you choose to purchase it. So something else you can play, I guess.
Yeah. So
Then,
sorry.
cut.
Real quick on that is Destiny 2 was I think $25 on PC last week, and a bunch of my buddies were like, did you get it, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying it, because here's a little information. If you played Destiny 1, you come to realize when an expansion came out, you pretty much got locked out of things unless you go and buy the expansion. So buying that game for $25 will let you play the story. Yes, I understand, but anything after that, like if you want to do the nightfall, like weekly nightfalls and stuff like that, once the expansion comes out, you get locked out of those unless you buy the expansion, because you don't get to increase your light level past whatever the level is unless you buy the expansion. So they start locking things down unless you get that. It's the same thing they did in Destiny 1, so it's nothing that they haven't done before. But you got to watch when it's like, oh, the regular Destiny game is, $25 right now. Yeah, you're getting $25, but you're only getting $25 worth of it. And you can't buy the expansion by itself. You have to buy it in the season pass. So you can't buy just a $10 expansion. You have to buy all three of them, or both of them, because their passes are only for 2 expansions or something. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
So I was going to ask you about this, Brian.
Mhm.
The free trial. Are you going to download the free trial and try it?
No, I played
Or
some of it when, like, during the beta time frame. I actually, I don't have anything against Destiny. My friends still play it. They talk about it, and I actually got to watch a lot of it because I watched Tim play it. Game looks fun and stuff, but I just go and I watch everybody, and they're at the end game content. They were at the end game content about a week in, and so they started playing Fortnite and stuff like that, and started playing more PUBG. Back to PUBG, but mainly Fortnite. And they're waiting on this DLC, which I understand, but the way it sounds, this DLC is not, very meaty. So they could be out of it in a week and be done again and just wait for the next DLC. They got on that maintenance mode, is what I called it, which I played a lot. Like when I played Destiny, the first one, that's what it was. Like every Tuesday, maintenance time. Let's go do my weeklies. Let's go do the run the raid. Let's try to do this. Let's try to do that. So, I don't feel like I'm missing much, so I'm not diving into it. I think I'm past the point, of wanting that. I just have other games that I want to play.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yep.
I thought about trying it, but it's like, you know what? I know I'm gonna get to play, excuse me, long enough. They'll let me play it long enough to pop an achievement, and then and get just enough to get hooked into it, and then want to buy the thing. And I really don't want to give them any money because I know I'm not making a difference by not giving them any money. But the whole fact of what they did to Xbox gamers, holding content for over 2 to 3 years, they just released all the content for Destiny 1 that was promised to Xbox gamers after Destiny 2 released. It's like, oh, okay, you can have this now. It's just that I'm sorry, I can't support a company that does that. Yeah. And I have a feeling, and I'm one of those people. You can ask my wife; she gets annoyed by it. We can't do business with these people or these people. I have a list of companies that I refuse to do business with. Yeah. And you know what? I feel better about it. They're still in business. They're not hurting, but they're not getting my money. And Bungie's the same way. So the bad thing about it is EA could very soon be getting added to my list.
Yeah, they're not doing too well, and they're making massive mistakes, and people are finding out the lies and deceit. And actually, Bungie was under a microscope last week as well with stuff they were doing in their game behind the scenes, and some people just aren't happy about it. But it's funny, Mark. I have this list, and it's funny about my list is more, watching college football on Saturday. I was watching Ohio State, and it's an 8:00 game, and I despise 8:00 games now. Like everybody always wanted these primetime games, watch your team play at night and stuff. Like I hate 8:00 games. The Big Ten championship game ended past midnight. 4 hours for a football game when all the other games were done at 2:30 or 2.5 hours. So 4 hours, and guess what? Commercial. Guess what? I'm not buying Subway because I had to watch 60 versions of the same Subway commercial. 60 times I have to watch a Subway commercial. It's like I'm not buying Subway. There is anti-advertisement in my mind. So that's the guys that get out of my list. Like, hey, I'm not buying your car. I'm sorry. I'm tired of seeing Nissan commercials. So, but yeah, pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Rob.
All right. Even more Bethesda games got.
We interrupt Rob to bring you this Subway ad.
Oh, jeez. Cornbread. Thank you for the 500 cheer. Nice. 500 bits.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Are we going to have Jared on the show now?
No, we don't get no money from him, so we better stop promoting him.
Well, he's in prison right now, so definitely not. We do not affiliate with that guy whatsoever.
Oh, what's he in prison for? Taxes or something, probably.
No, you're joking me, right?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to him.
I don't think if I recall, I don't think it's appropriate for the show.
Yeah, it is definitely not.
Okay, never mind. Okay. All right, so Bethesda games are now even more games are now Xbox One enhanced. They added Fallout 4 and Skyrim to the list. So they've done all sorts of things, including 4K texture packs, improved draw distances, changes to frame rate limits, and even more. So if you've got a recent Bethesda game, chances are you've got a better experience on the Xbox One X now. Then this was kind of a strange one. So Marvel Heroes Omega, this game came out in June. So about 5 months ago. It came and it went. It got shut down. Originally, they were going to shut it down at the end of the year on December 31st. And then boom, it was gone like immediately. It shut down, what, about a week ago, approximately 6 days ago.
Right before Thanksgiving, I believe.
Yeah. So this thing shut down, and looks like Microsoft might give some refunds for some things. If you played this game, if you bought anything recently, you might want to see if you can get some money back. And good luck to you. Apparently, there were some licensing issues with Disney that caused Gazillion Entertainment to shutter its doors. So I guess this is what can happen if you put all your eggs in a particular licensing product.
Yeah.
Going with, whatever it is, Warhammer, Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, whatever. If you put all your eggs in that basket, if the licensing goes, man, you are in trouble. I've seen this happen with a bunch of board games over the years where a particular game company will lose the license for a particular product. Like there's a company called Fantasy Flight Games. They lost Warhammer, and they basically had to cease production of all of their games. I mean, that's crazy. And if that's your entire product library, man, you'll be another gazillion, I guess. And that's all I've got for this week.
All right. Any additional stories we have? I know we talked about the Destiny one already.
Yeah,
You want to cover
on that one.
You want to cover the Rainbow Six, Mark?
Yeah, so I'll do the best I can because this is kind of a. I got an email from Ubisoft on this one, and I went to their blog page, and I couldn't quite make a whole lot of heads or tails out of it. But so they do. So this is their second season pass that they've done, and they're about to. They either have released it or it's about to release. I can't find a release date for this, but anyways, their final season 2 DLC pack called Operation White Noise is going to be available here if it isn't already. So in White Noise, Team Rainbow is going to get 2 operators from the 707th Special Mission Battalion for a rescue mission high up Mok Mayok Tower. So that's the new free map, will be that tower. And then you're also going to get an actual second Grom specialist. So there's going to be 3 operators in this DLC pack and the map. And they're also doing some additional, there's weapon skins and stuff that will be part of this. But they're also doing some different tweaks. So they're going to do some UI stuff and, general improvement to gameplay, all kinds of different things. So what's impressive is they continue to push and improve and build on this game that's been out, 3 years now? Well, I guess it's been 2.
It's been a while.
2 years, 2 full years, because they did, or maybe a little over that, because they had their season 1. I don't know how long it was before season 1 started coming out, but so it's probably been 2.5 years that this game's been out. And it's just continuing to grow. So if you haven't gotten into it in a while, there is new stuff out there. So I'm sharing that with the community. I haven't played in a while. I do have this season pass, but I haven't played Rainbow Six for a while.
Yeah, I haven't either. All right.
That's it.
All right. If you'd like to, send a tip, which we had a tip earlier in the show, later in the show. If you go to thisxboxlife.com/donate, you can send us a tip there. Patreon.com/thisxboxlife, or for a quick way, go to thisxboxlife.com/Patreon. You can become a patron of the show, which more is like monthly subscription. And also, TXL is now affiliated with Twitch, so we are also allowed to do subs and bits, which we received subs and bits earlier or later as well. So, some from Mr. Cornbread. But, so what have we been playing? I see, Marks, you got the world's longest list here, so why don't you start us off?
All right. I tried that Warhammer End of Times Vermintide. It's the new game. It's available. I gotta share this. So as I was going into the training mode, it's scrolling across the top. We are currently experiencing issues with our servers, like almost like one of those high call volumes. And I was like, how old is this game? And I didn't even realize this was like all tied in online. So I guess the fact that it's free taxing out there, probably one server they had running this thing. I mean, I got through the training, but I don't know if I'm gonna play the game. It really wasn't that exciting. But it's a first person, I guess, Warhammer game. I went through and saved some dwarf guy, and I was a archer, and so you can use archery from first person or stab them with, you got daggers and stuff like that. Yeah, it's there, it's free. I'm not going to complain about it, but it's just probably not something I would go back and play. I also tried another free one called Child of Eden. I have no clue what this is. I couldn't figure it out. I wasn't even sure what I was doing. I really can't explain it. It's free. It's a 360 backwards compatible game, so you can play it on your one. You can try it out if you want. It won a bunch of awards at E3 when this game was first shown. I just don't know what it is. It is bizarre. I can't even explain it. So, weird game. Played some more Pinball FX 3. I also tried to play some more For Honor. I don't think I think I'm pretty much done with that. Should have not bought it. It is hard to control. It's a hard game, control scheme wise. I don't like that. If they didn't make it the controls the way they did, I probably would really have enjoyed it. Did play some Battlefront 2. I log in every day to get my 300 whopping credits and my 5 crafting material. Whoop-de-friggin' do. Thanks, EA. You're so generous. I tried this Lies of Astaroth. I played this in the past. I tried again, and I'm trying to figure it out. It's like a card game. I guess it's like Magic. I still really don't understand it, but I'm trying to figure out how to play that game. All right. I played Fortnite Battle Royale mode. So I've been wanting to play this in teams. I really do enjoy the Fortnite Battle Royale. It is a lot of fun, but it's fun with other players. And so I saw that Gunny Chief and Give 877777777 from Horrible Gamers was playing the other day. So I jumped in, and they had an open spot. They had 3 people. So I jumped in and played with them for a few rounds. And it's a really fun. The game, if you played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, it's the same game. It's the same thing. It's just in Fortnite. And what's really cool about this over PUBG is you can build structures. You can lay traps. I actually saw someone had put a ceiling trap in one of their little forts, and someone walked through and got zapped and killed from the ceiling trap. So there's a lot more you can do than what PUBG allows for.
Right.
So which it is a lot of fun. It works really well. It runs great. There's gold chests and stuff like that, and you can just bust down houses. And there's a really fun aspect to this game where I think PUBG is probably pretty fun as well. I have it on the PC, but I just haven't gotten into it because I can't do mouse keyboard. So, and I am going to pick it up on the Xbox, but I think between the two, I probably would be more into Fortnite. It just seems a little bit more to it, a little bit more fun. Where PUBG is more, realistic. I would say.
Yeah,
It's all very, you don't have a shield, so to speak. In Fortnite, you find these blue bottles. You can drink the blue bottle, and it gives you a shield. As you're getting shot at, it helps you live longer. Um, you can get a bush costume, which is so funny. You can get a bush costume and put it on, and you're a tree. You're like this bush. So if you don't move, you look just like a bush in the environment. And it was funny because and then as you run, you keep it on, but and I was yelling at, I think, Ryan or something. It's like, the bush guy right in front of you, shoot the bush, because you can see this bush running down the hill.
You know where that came, costume came from, right?
No, I don't.
So when Fortnite, I got a couple things about Fortnite since you're talking about in Fortnite, people because even in PUBG, people would sit in a bush because it was cover and people couldn't really see you. So people were sitting in bushes inside a PUBG. So like, you get down to the last couple guys, you're like, where is he? Where is he? And people will start shooting the bushes, waiting to see the little hit markers because they're bushes. Yep. So then when they came out, they brought that little special thing that I think you can only pick it up. Can you find those anywhere? Or are they just in chests or on the drops?
I think they come in. I think you'll find them in chests,
right?
But or the parachute drops.
Parachute drops, yeah. So that's what they did is they actually put it in the game, and it's hilarious. It's so funny.
It is. It is funny. So, So it's a lot of fun. And so, anyways, I go in and I'm playing with these guys, and we get in the very first match, and we're walking around checking buildings, and then I think it was Gunny like accidentally shot me, or maybe it was the other team, but we got into a battle and I got taken down. So I start crawling over to Ryan Gibbs 8777 from Horrible Gamers. I crawling over him. I'm like, dude, I'm crawling to you. He turns around and blasts me to death. He's like, oh, dude, nice. You scared me. I'm like, dude, I told you I'm crawling to you. I told you I was down. The guy crawling on the ground. What are you worried about him? Even if he's an enemy, he can't hurt you. I'm crawling to you. You blasted me because I scared you. Come on, dude. So and it was funny because they went through the whole match. They got down to being, I think, number 3 or 2. And I think they were number 2 because I made a comment. I'm like, and then they all got killed. And I was like, wonder if you could have won that if you had just one more player, because they killed me right at the beginning. Mm-hmm. So then the next match, we did get in. I did stay alive, and I of course teased Ryan the whole time. I think he was getting irritated, but
was he just in our chat a little bit ago?
No, I haven't seen him in here today.
Oh, so I thought somebody was talking about like what they've done to you, what they did to you. Like the
that was someone else. Oh, okay. That was someone else who came in and apologized because they talked about it on their show yesterday. But so he was like, apologize, they did that to you. But anyways, we did play another round. 3 of us. It got down to, I think it was 5 people in the game, and then I got taken out, so it was 2 on. No, it must have, at that point. Okay, so there were 6 of us. I got taken out, so it was 2 of our guys left against 3, and Ryan got taken out, but Gunny got the final shot on the last guy and won. So we got a it's not a chicken dinner, but we got, what is it called, a royal victory, I think it is called. Yeah, royal victory. So our team took first place. So nice. I was like, that was cool. But it was intense. It was fun. We were working together. And that was pretty cool because like Gunny'd only played a couple times. I'd only played a couple times. I don't know how much Ryan has played because he kept trying to snipe when he was close quarters. I couldn't figure that one out. And then we were playing with, I can't remember his name, but there was another guy that was in there that was really, really good. I wish I could remember his name. But, he basically carried the team.
Were you playing with Mojo?
No.
Okay.
No, it was someone from their community.
Oh, okay.
Who's really, really good. But we had a great time. And it's like, so here we go. We won. we had a fun time, and it's a really good game. So if anybody doesn't want to play, you can hit me up. In the evenings, hit me up, and I'll be able to join for Fortnite Battle Royale mode. I also played some Forza 7. It's Forza. I do not like the trucks. Oh my gosh, I will not
Boring.
do those again. You have to do them when you first start out. Like I think it's your second race that it puts you through. Oh, those are terrible.
Boring in it.
Oh, they're boring. They're hard to control. They're just brutal. So I won't be doing those semi-truck racing again. But the game looks awesome. It's really a beautiful, gorgeous game. But it's Forza. It's I can only do so much at a time. I just get kind of bored with it. But try to put a race in here, race in there, then just go play something else. I just can't sit and play that game for hours on end. Played some Infinite Mini Golf and, of course, some Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I completed the main story on all the DLCs. So I did Fallen Ghost. I don't think I talk about this because I don't think I spoke about this because I was gone last week, but Fallen Ghost was awesome. That was a great DLC. I really loved it. The Narco Road is kind of lame, but the main story stuff is okay. I did complete that, but there's just some stupid stuff in that game with vehicles, which is that's the worst controlling thing in the game. Why would you make DLC based on it? But I really still dig what Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I'm not going to do the PvP that they released, but that is available. But if they do, I would like to see more story-based DLC come out, like what they did with Fallen Ghost. I thought it was fantastic. So, but yeah, I got gaming in this week. So
You sure did.
yeah, that's not even counting my mobile phone or a tabletop game I played with the family yesterday. So,
Rob?
But
Oh, sorry.
2048 was my mobile game.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm done.
So I played some Forza Horizon 3, and to reiterate kind of what Mark said, I love the game. It's a lot of fun, but I can only play it for so long as well. You sit there for a half hour, and then just got to do something else.
Right.
And in part for me, I need to finish each race in first place. So maybe that's part of the kill there. Just because I play the same race over and over and over and over and over, I get my first place, and I'm like, I'm done. But I got the first place accomplishment.
Yes.
I did get what's it called? The new Hand of Fate 2, and oh man, what is that game called? Star something. Skyforce, not Star.
Star
Skyforce. Yeah, Skyforce. Anniversary was a game that I really enjoyed a couple months back, and then they just came out with a new game. It released last week, and I have not had a chance to play anything. I've been traveling, so both those games are waiting for me. And I also mentioned last week, I think it was, that there was a fantastic deal, and I know I posted this in the Facebook group. There's a fantastic deal for a hard drive. It was an 8 terabyte hard drive for like $140. That's like half price, because I think they're normally like $300. It's a Seagate USB 3 or super speed, whatever you want to call it, external, and I picked that up. So I got that on Tuesday or Wednesday. I forget which day it was, but I got that, and then I plugged it in, and then boo, it wasn't detected. Tried a couple of things, read some stuff online, and they said, just reboot your Xbox. And sure enough, it popped right up.
Yeah.
And the process of copying games over takes forever. So I had to copy essentially like 4 terabytes over, and I mean, I just let it go. I just started it. I selected everything. It's awesome that they have that new feature where you can just multiple copy games over instead of moving them one by one, like was the case years ago when we all had less games, thankfully. But yeah, I just selected all of the content, and it's not just games. It's also, DLC and add-on packs and everything. It was over 400 of them. And I have no idea how many hours it took or maybe even how many days it took. It just did its thing. It just did its thing while I was globetrotting or whatnot. So I'm actually looking forward to checking both of those out. And
You're gonna
hopefully,
you're gonna boot it up tonight. I know you just returned home from the airport, walked in from the airport, and sat down and logged in to join the show.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh if you go turn your Xbox on and it's like 30% done.
No, I'm fully expecting it to do something stupid like, I turn everything on and then it'll go resuming copying,
Exactly.
95% remaining
Yeah.
to copy.
Exactly.
So it's got a copy like 3.5 terabytes still. But yeah, so if you're going to do that, if you're going to copy your games across hard drives, just give it time. Give it time because apparently it takes forever. But it's quicker than downloading. That's for sure. So yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like, well, maybe I'll just add the new one on, and I'm like, I'd rather have one drive connected, and then maybe when I fill up this 8, if and when that ever happens, I can just turn on, plug in the 4. Why have a big drive empty for the most part, and then a small drive full? So I think that is all.
All right. Well, for me, I got a short list. I played some Battlefield 1, of course. It was double XP weekend, and I played a good amount of PUBG. Actually, I did play Deus Ex Mankind
Divided or something.
That's the second one. I played the
Human
first one.
Revolution?
Yeah, Human Revolution. I'm trying to finish that off so I can play Mankind Divided. Because
I didn't even know those names. I don't know. I've never played those. Games.
yeah, I'm trying to finish the first one off so I can start on the second one because I want to finish it. Because I like stealth games. But as far as PUBG wise, it's playing on PC. Got a group that I play with almost every day, every other day. So a couple days ago, it was like I think we had like 2 or 3 chicken dinners and 5 games or so. But that's the best thing about like Fortnite and PUBG. You drop in, if you die, you just go right back in and you start another game. It's you're out a minute or two. And that's why when Mark was talking about PUBG or not PUBG, but Fortnite, I love that the games is it's a battle royale game, but they are so different that they can exist together. And people are having blasts with both of them. Like, you want to be a little more serious, play with realistic guns and stuff. You play a little PUBG. You want to do some building and put a whole nother, thing in that game to help you survive and do stuff. Then, you can go to Fortnite. That's the one thing that I haven't really played Fortnite, Mark, and I need to get with you and start to play with that. Like, one of my boys plays all the time. But because you're right, like it's fun with you when you're with friends. Like, I don't like to solo those games. Like, I don't have any fun playing that when I solo.
Right.
But I just love watching the building and stuff and things like that. That's why I really like those 2 games. They just seem like they're so much fun. And they should definitely, I think my thing is they both should be in running for Games of the Year and Gaming Awards. And both of them are being left out. So
I don't know why the Fortnite one is because it's a release. It's not a.
it's a beta. It's beta. It's beta, and PUBG's early release.
Well,
so
we don't have to leave it out of our picks.
Right, and I'm not.
So we're gonna do what our Game of the Year episode's gonna be. 2 weeks from today, so it'll be on the 17th. So
yeah.
I've heard others like, no, we're not going to include them. We're not going to. And I think like PUBG and Fortnite, I I what's wrong with putting in a category of a pre-release or game preview type of category? Best game preview type. Why can't you just build a new category?
Well, the
Because there's a
other
lot of games that are game preview that might just be great.
well, the thing with PUBG is PUBG I think is getting an official release this month. It is hitting 1.0
on PC.
on PC. So it'll be there. And
and it's going to come the day it officially releases. It'll have sold over 13 million copies.
Yep.
How
Yeah.
can they not include that?
Well,
They're going to do a game of the year that didn't even come close to that many numbers.
Right.
That's what'll happen.
Well, the thing is most people have already picked their stuff. Like the shows and all that stuff. I believe, they've already picked it. Like IGN and stuff's already picked their stuff. And, listening to people on IGN and another podcast who knows a lot of people at IGN, he's just like, well, PUBG should be included in their stuff, but it's not going to be because nobody plays PUBG at IGN. And in all honesty, they don't want PUBG to be included because it should absolutely win, but it'll take away from Mario or Zelda, which is one of the two games they want to make Game of the Year. So
Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mario and Zelda are fantastic games. No, I'm not taking anything away from them. I can't wait till a time where I get to play them. They look great, and my kids play it on the demo and stuff like that. But yeah, I just believe PUBG should be in there, and Fortnite. You don't roll top of the board in Twitch for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and not be considered like one of the best games out this year.
And sell more copies in game preview
Right.
than most games sell at retail once
Right.
they're fully out. I mean, they're over 13 million copies sold, and that's going to go crazy here next week.
Yeah.
Because now Xbox is going to get involved, and like people like me who already bought it on a PC, I'm buying it again because I want to play it on the Xbox. So you're going to have a lot of repeat. You're going to have probably 14, 15 million copies sold by the end of the year. And they're not going to include that in a game of the year discussion?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So we got our brains on. We're open. So we can Ron, I give you permission to pick either one of those or both of them for game of the year.
I'll have my list. So but all right. That's all I've been playing. So that ends that. As far as our show, everybody, we are on twitch.tv every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, like we are right now. And that's what we are. We're on twitch.tv/this Xbox Life. I think that wraps up everything, though. I think we are finished for the week. Now,
I just proved TXL is backwards compatible as well.
We are backwards
we
compatible.
We just went backwards.
I like Bumble at the very beginning of our chat when he was in here. He's like, "Wait, are we at the end of the show?" And I said, "The name of our show is Backwards Compatible." He goes, "I go, get it?" And he goes, "Oh, I get it. Lol." So, but as far as next week, I will be out next week. I think these two are going to take it. If not, there's that. I think we're doing our Game of the Year and stuff discussion on the 17th, and then we'll be off the week of Christmas. And we have to, Mark and I have to talk to Rob because he obviously got off a plane and right on the show to see if he's available to record on the 1st. So we won't be recording on New Year's Eve, but maybe on the 1st. So just to give everybody an update on our show and our schedule. So, all right. Do you guys have anything else? Yay? Nay?
I'm good, I think.
All right. Rob?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, everybody. We will see you next time. I'm Brun BJ Swick 33.
And I'm Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening, everybody.
I'm Mark, AK Wingman 709, taking off.